DAOs will replace companies, and in this video I am going to tell you why. But first I need to tell you what a DAO is, how a DAO works, and how we can use DAOs in real life. DAO, or Decentralized Autonomous Organization, is an organization that operates on a blockchain. For example, the first DAO was launched on the Ethereum network, and unlike organizations in the real world, DAOs are characterized by a lack of central authority and do not have a conventional management structure. For example, unlike organizations in the real world, DAOs do not have an owner. The members of the organization are usually the token holders of the DAO, who have voting rights to make decisions regarding the direction and operations of the organization. The decisions are made through a transparent, democratic, and decentralized voting process, which ensures that the organization's decisions are made in the best interest of its members. So, how does a DAO work exactly? DAOs are typically built on blockchains which can provide the necessary infrastructure for creating and executing smart contracts. Smart contracts are the backbone of every DAO, as they set the rules, regulations, and governance structure of the organization. A smart contract is a self-executing code that only executes once the pre-agreed criteria within the smart contract have been met. This allows users to interact without an intermediary required. In this case, smart contracts are responsible for implementing the decisions taken by the members of the organization when they vote. In a DAO, members are typically token holders who have invested in the organization's own token. These tokens act as a participation and governance mechanism, as they grant voting rights to members who can use them to propose and vote on decisions regarding the direction and operations of the DAO. The voting process in DAOs is usually through a transparent and decentralized mechanism in which members can propose decisions and vote for them. DAOs have many advantages that make them an attractive alternative to traditional organizations. First of all, DAOs are decentralized because they operate on decentralized blockchains. That means that there is no central authority or entity that can control them. As a result, they are more resistant to censorship, manipulation, and corruption. In addition to decentralization, DAOs also offer full transparency of their operations and decision-making process because all the decisions are recorded on a public ledger in the form of transactions and are viewable by everyone. This makes them more reliable and accountable to their members. Further, DAOs are more flexible than traditional organizations as they can easily be modified according to the needs of their members. They are therefore better able to adapt to changing market conditions and their members' preferences. DAOs are also much cheaper to run than traditional organizations, as they do not need intermediaries to run apart from the developers. This significantly reduces the cost associated with setting up and running a DAO and thus provides more value to the members. However, the greatest benefit of a DAO is that it encourages its members to participate in decision-making and contribute to the growth and success of the organization. Now that we know the benefits of a DAO, let's explore its limitations. The first limitation of a DAO is their lack of legal basis. The crypto space is currently unregulated in most areas, and since the DAOs are part of the overall crypto space, that means that they operate in a legal grey area. This is a big challenge for the DAOs operations, such as tax and regulatory compliance. DAOs are also not as beginner-friendly as someone would expect, and that is because they are part of decentralized finance, meaning that the members are required to have the basic technical expertise and understanding of decentralized finance. Otherwise, they may not be able to protect themselves from bad actors and malicious software. This can be a barrier for some potential members who lack the technical skills to become members of the DAO. Another big challenge that DAOs are facing is vote manipulations, especially for DAOs with low market capitalization. For example, a top token holder can easily pass a proposal that is not in the best interest of the DAO members. And that's because the more tokens someone has, the greater his voting power is. These limitations and challenges can easily undermine the DAO's credibility and trustworthiness. Now that we know the pros and cons of a DAO, let's find out the potential impact they can have in the real world. Despite their limitations, DAOs have the potential to disrupt various industries and create new opportunities for innovation and collaboration. Here are some of the potential impacts of DAO. As I mentioned previously, DAOs are a big part of decentralized finance, and they are used to create and manage decentralized financial instruments such as liquidity pools. As a result, DAOs provide a more accessible and transparent alternative to traditional financial services such as banks. DAOs can also be used to fund projects that have a positive social impact, such as NGOs and charities. Since every information and transaction is publicly available to everyone, they provide a more democratic and transparent mechanism for allocating resources and funding projects comparing to the traditional ones. Last but not least, DAOs can be used to create more robust and fair governance systems, where everyone can participate in decision making and spending is processed through a publicly viewable system. This will eventually lead to a more effective and accountable governance. In conclusion, DAOs are a big part of decentralized finance, and they provide a more fair and transparent alternative to traditional organizations. While they still face some challenges and limitations, their potential impact in the real world can be significant. With the development of this new technology and governance model, it is expected that more and more DAOs will appear in many industries and different sectors, opening up new opportunities for decentralized and democratic decision making. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video on DAOs, I am sure you will like this one too.